ready?
Alright, just meeting up at Tim Hortons. We're going to be heading out to the Ghost River Valley for a beautiful, very laid-back camp. So this is going to be a fun trip. Beautiful views, man. The leaves are turning, so should be a really nice view. Anyways, we got a couple of Jeeps and a Sonoma that showed up, and it's kind of cool. It's good to see people getting into overlanding and using what they have. Anyways, it's going to be a good trip down to Cochrane and then down into the TransAlta Trail. I think we're going to take down there.
After meeting up at Tim Hortons, it was time to head down to Cochrane, Alberta. After meeting up in Cochrane, Alberta, where we filled up on our Tims again, we headed out on the 1A, which takes us all the way to the number 40, and everyone affectionately terms that the FTR, or the Forestry Trunk Road. Once on the Forestry Trunk Road, you make your way past the Wipers Village, all the way to junction number 2 here on the map, where you take the TransAlta Road. That'll take you into the Ghost Valley.
Right, as you take the turn off and you come on down, you come through Wipers Village. It's 30 kilometers an hour, and then you cross a beautiful bridge. Actually, the river's coming up just around the corner here. And it's a one-way bridge, so you have to watch, make sure there's nobody coming from the other side, and always show good respect to the other people on the road. Here comes the bridge, and it's a one-way, and a very beautiful bridge. Once you turn onto the TransAlta Road, it's always a good idea to air down. Even though it's not super difficult, it makes driving on the gravel and the riverbed a little bit easier. So yeah, it doesn't pound out your spleen quite as much as normal. Anyways, can't wait to get in here. It's such a beautiful day. I'm going to enjoy the mountains today. All right, time to let some air out of the tires.
So now that we're aired up, we're going to go from point number 2 on the map all the way to point number 23. This is the TransAlta Road, and it takes you through the valley and gives you some amazing views overlooking the riverbed.
Maybe you'll try to hide it. Pull down the curtain where the light comes in. Baby, we walked this road so many times before, but you always stop at my door. Yeah, maybe we'll fight about it, but I won't be down about it. All I know is I've been around, I've seen it before. Baby, I know this show, I know my part, right down to the core. I don't wanna waste my time now, 'cause this is where I come in. I can tell the ending.
We had made it to point 23 on the TransAlta road. My most commonly asked question is, where can I go that's stock friendly? Well, you're looking at it right here, the Ghost River Valley. Beautiful views, absolutely stunning terrain, and stock friendly. You can go here and, it's going to favor a lot of different vehicle setups. I had to sit down and really enjoy this view. Every time I come into this valley, it's something special. Check this out. Next, we were going to go from point 23 on the map all the way up to point 39. We couldn't go any further past that because the rest of that particular trail is closed, except from December 1st to March 31st. But it's a beautiful trip in there, and that's where we're heading right now. If you like these maps that I've been showing on here, you can download your own. Google Ghost Blues Map, then download your own copy. They're given out by the Alberta government, and they show the designated trails that you're allowed to drive on.
All right, made it to the end of the trail that we can go to at this time of the year. If you notice, it says that the trail is open on highway vehicles only December 1st to March 31st. So this is where you stop, because from here forward it's basically fisheries, and you don't want to get in trouble for going past. Anyways, absolutely wonderful trail. Yes, very stock friendly, especially in the summertime. And yeah, we're gonna go find a campsite now.
So from here, we're going to make our way back to point 23 on the map here. And then the intention is we're going to go down to point 25 and up into point 27. That area is called Devil's Gap, and that's where we're going to camp for the night. On the way to our campsite, we came across this little bit of a hill climb. It's not really, steep, super steep, but it's fun. And the one side is kind of cratered out, so it kind of puts your vehicle suspension to a little bit of a workout. It's a lot of fun, but you can totally bypass it if it's something you don't want to do.
That's awesome. There you go, woke up the dog.
So after playing a little bit on the nice grassy hill, we decided to move in from point 26 to point 27. Devil's Gap, that's where we'll be staying for the night. And it's just a really beautiful little mountain trail to get back in there. Really fun to drive. Once you get into Devil's Gap, there's a point you can't go any further in, but you can hike. There's some really beautiful hikes once you get back in there. You can hike all the way into Lake Minnewanka. You just have to watch out for the bears. There are a lot of bears in the area.
Caught behind Venetian blinds.
So it's time to set up camp. And man, I love camping in this area. The beauty is just beyond stunning. It's one of my favorite places.
What I become. I've been running east, looking for a sunset, digging deep since '99. What I thought was gone sitting in my pocket in plain sight all along. I think it's time for me to go, burn all bridges. All I know, I got lost along the way, fell between the foam, pulling stitches. Time to let go, so come what may. Don't look before you leave. What you give, you get to keep. So long, farewell, bye-bye. Let's have a toast for those lost old eyes. And my crooked little heart that seems so rebellious is falling apart right now. I'm bleeding, an easy kill, gonna leave it all.
Well, it was time to cook dinner. Mark was cooking some pretty cool stuff. We decided to cook up some steak. But we had a secret spice that we were using. Man, and that steak turned out pretty awesome.
Well, great shout out to Miss Overland, Alberta, for making probably the best meal I've had in a very long time. Oh my gosh. Do we use the Expo spice on this? The Expo spice is so good. The steak, the veggie, oh man, it's really good. If you didn't buy Expo spice, get a hold of me. It's worth it. Oh, so good.
Well, after dinner, it was great to sit around the fire swapping stories. But the skies that night were going to be absolutely brilliant. We got to see the space station float over top of us, and it just seemed like a magical night, and it was great to share it with good friends.
We had big trucks, we had little trucks. We had a full-size Nissan
The
Titan
next
go down
day,
there.
though, going to the Titan still.
Well, beautiful night. Winds really picked up overnight. Usually do in the mountains, so that's something you kind of have to prepare for. But all in all, a really beautiful night. I love how when the sun comes out, you can see the mountains here. It's pretty sweet. It's a beautiful area. For people who don't really know where this is, if you go to Banff on the map, then follow Lake Minnewanka to its very end, and there's a couple little lakes called the Ghost Lakes. This is on the other side of the Ghost Lakes, so it's not that far from Banff. In fact, I think if you were up to hiking, because you can't travel this way, you go down that canyon, and then over Lake Minnewanka, you'd be in Banff. So you're on the other side of the mountains, and boy, are these mountains beautiful. Anyways, good morning, everybody.
Well, it was time to make some coffee and have a little bit of breakfast. Well, thanks for joining on this adventure, everyone. It was fun to have you along, and I hope you join me for more adventures in the future. Make sure you hit that bell notification.